Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the CS63. This is of course the new tier 10 medium tanks from the European branch that are being added to World of Tanks Blitz. Now, we're going to be comparing this tank to other medium tanks on its tier, and of course, firstly, we're going to be looking at the armor profile of this tank to get it out of the way. So this is how the CS63 looks like from the opposite view of a Vickers light. And as you can see, the armor is not that great. The upper part of the hull is going to block a shot or two. The turret is going to be very weak, and the lower plate is humongous, so there's not really much armor to talk about. Sometimes you will be able to block a shell here and there, but do not expect it. Especially from heavies or TDs, they're going to smash through your armor very, very easily, so don't even worry about that. So basically, when it comes to the armor profile, this tank is not that great. So, moving along from that, now we're going to be looking at the gun, of course, the weapon handling and mobility. We're going to be comparing this tank to the 140 and the Leopard because both of these tanks are more or less unarmored. And when it comes to the DPM, this tank has 3,364 DPM. That is not amazing. But yeah, it's not really going to be able to shred tanks to pieces like, for example, the Leopard or the Object 140. The 140 almost has 3,600 DPM, while the Leopard 1 almost has 3,800, right? So this tank is nowhere near that, but in regards to weapon handling, the aim time is actually very, very good on this tank. It's better than both the 140 and the Leopard, while the dispersion is a little bit similar to the 140 and the Leopard. It's better than the 140, worse than the Leopard. So it's in between there. The most annoying thing about this tank, however, is the mobility. So the speed on this tank is only 56 kilometers forward, but the power to weight ratio is almost 22 tons, so it's actually pretty decent. 56 kilometers per hour is less than a lot of other medium tanks, so I really feel like this tank is going to be a little bit sluggish, even though it doesn't have a lot of armor. Again, I'm not complaining because Wargaming recently have been adding a lot of OP tanks time and time again after one another, and that has been quite annoying, and it's actually quite refreshing to finally get a normal tank that just looks pretty cool, but apart from that, it's just a basic medium tank. So I'm not going to say this tank is trash because among other mediums, it might be at the lower end when it comes to DPM. Armor is going to be like something around average, maybe a little bit above average for medium tanks, and the mobility is going to be quite poor as well. Well, not poor, it's going to be alright, but then again, it's not on the extreme side. So this is just going to be a simple jack of all trades sort of tank, because then again, the gun is not a drum, it's not an auto reloader, it's not like this tank has insane gun depression. It does have 8 degrees of gun depression, but the turret is not going to be able to block any shots, so that already goes out of the window. This tank does not have any special perks, like the, for example, T100 LT, or any other or any of the other cooler tanks that have been added recently. So in that regard, this tank is super basic, but I like it for being basic. I don't want Wargaming to add like an insane tank every update, which is pretty much going to already break the broken tier 10 matchmaking. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash the like button, don't forget to subscribe. Happy is out, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.